Hey everybody, Norman Haas here, also known for the last quarter century as His Nibs. And I only started as His Nibs when I was 4, so that gives you my current age. And today we're going to take a look at Asvine Pen's latest piston filler, which is the P50. And here's the example of the one that I have, which is sky blue. I think you can see right off why that name was given to this particular color and finish. There are 3 others, and we'll get to that in the main part of the video. So welcome. Please, if you're enjoying the video to come, please hit the like button, subscribe, click on the bell notification to be notified of our next video, or my video, since I don't want to use the royal we, and all that good stuff. Helps the channel, helps. Well, that's it. It helps the channel. Okay, see you in a moment. All right, so here we are with the Asvine box, which I've shown many times. Asvine writing instruments on both ends. And inside is the plastic pen box that they've been using from the beginning. So we have the instruction manual, which I said in the last video I did for the P80 is really well done now. All in English. Care of pens, maintaining your fountain pen, sales and service, and all the various filling mechanisms you might want to use, depending on the model. Now comes with this wonderful wrench that you can use on vac fills, piston fillers, has different sizes for different models of pens. That's a great addition. And here is the P50, one that I got, which is sky blue. And very attractive pen. I think you can see why it was named thusly, and really is like a sky filled with cumulus white clouds. And the blue sections are opaque, whereas the cloud or white sections are translucent, and you can actually see into the pen in those sections. See how this autofocuses. I have a new phone and hence camera. So you have Asvine on the front of the ring and P50 here on the rear. This is doing pretty well. It's focusing. For those who care, it's a Moto. What the hell is it? It's a Moto. It's a Moto camera and phone. I've had several in the past. I have to think about which model this is. The Moto G5G. I had a Moto stylus last time, but the stylus broke early on. Didn't have much use for that. So, and this is the 2023 version of the smartphone and camera. The clip is very stiff on this. Probably the stiffest Asvine clip I've encountered. Still usable, but it's not going to roll on a shirt pocket like some of their other clips. I have ink in this pen, as you can see, from the very nice ink window that sloshes around. And I chose for this Levenger Blue Bahama, which I haven't used in years. It's a nice color and certainly fits this pen. Let's see how the focus is on the nib. So this is a fine. I can actually read it through the camera, which is an improvement. Has the scroll work on the side and Asvine at the bottom of the clip. This P50 model is all silver trim. I usually prefer gold trim on the pens I select, but this looks very nice, especially with this color combination. And you have your piston here at the end. The pen will post. Again, I'm not a poster usually, and it doesn't back weight at all because the cap has almost no weight, but visually it's much too long, at least as my aesthetics of fountain pen writing are concerned. And again, you always, with a piston filler like this that doesn't have a blind cap to protect the piston knob, the end of the barrel is the piston knob. There's always a chance when you've posted and you turn the cap by mistake or just in regular use that you'll turn the piston knob and you'll have ink coming out of the nib. So again, I don't really consider this a posting pen. Let's see, do I have a little, yeah, I have a little light. Let's see if I can do this without blinding all of us. Just to show you what I was talking about, that the blue is opaque, whereas the cloud or the white is translucent. So you can actually see the nib when this is capped. And you can see the threads there. So very nice. A plastic feed, normal plastic feed, but I've had no problem with them as far as delivery of ink. And bring out the ever-growing Asvine pen collection. Starting with the first, the V169 vac filler with raindrop pattern overlay. Sort of review these previous Asvine models with every new Asvine review I do, but that's got to stop soon as they are coming out too frequently. This has a medium gold colored nib. These are all steel nibs. And we have the P20, their first piston filler. And this was ocean blue, the coloration I chose. I should mention that the four colors for the P50 are the sky blue, brown marble, red marble, and yellow marble. And if you follow the links in the description, you'll see photos of all of those. So this is the back to the P20. Again, I chose a medium nib, gold nib. I'm not going to write with these all in this video, because I did it in last video and it would take too long. This is the aged brass P30. And some nice sloshing ink in this very large transparent ink window. And I'll link to all these models in the description as well. Look at that, an M nib. And this is silver tone on this particular model, as with the new P50, which are all silver tone. Oh, some condensation. Look at that little bubble of water and ink at the top. And this is a fine nib. They're all fine nibs, even the mediums. Next we have the V126 backfill. And I recently cleaned this, so there's no ink in it, but that enables me now, again, gold nib and F, enables me to show you the action of a backfill. So you pull out the rod, pull back the rod, place this in your bottle of ink, and then while it's submerged, simply depress the back rod, and when it gets to this point, where you see this line, the barrel gets slightly larger, and that breaks the vacuum and allows that point, ink to begin to fill the barrel of the backfill. And I don't have an open bottle of ink ready at the moment to show that action, but I think I demonstrated it in my review of the V126 a couple of months ago. And the ink comes riding up. Didn't do a perfect job in cleaning. You can still see a little bit of residue. I think I used a teal ink in the pen. Next we have the P36, again with that wonderful large transparent barrel, so you can really see the ink sloshing around. And this is titanium, so this is quite light, lighter than a steel pen would be, and has a matte finish, which is attractive. Silver tone nib, and we're back to the mediums. Piston fill. So again, I'm not going to demonstrate that because it's sloshing around with ink. I use this pen quite frequently. And then the last review was the P80 overlay. The spider overlay. Again, you can get different acrylic colors, and you can get a silver overlay or the gold over the red acrylic, as I have here. And this is called the spider overlay. I think you can make out one spider here in its web. And then there's another spider here in the cap. Very impressive looking pen. And as all Asvines, in my experience, a wonderful nib and writer. Gold toned, medium. So there was the grand tour of Asvine models. Again, there are so many variations dependent upon the colors you choose. So your collection can be much larger than this, but those are the models. And we'll take a look at the P50, setting that cap aside. And again, this is a fine nib. Let me double check that. Yes, it's a fine nib. So this is the Asvine P50 F-nib, and this is the Sky Blue. And filled with Levenger Blue Bahama. So it's quite a light blue, much like the clouds in my pen. And I'm not going to adjust the phone or camera from this position, so I'll just hold up the paper. This is not white, it's like a cream colored paper, just for any visual adjustments that you care to make. Let me see, I have some white paper here. So, Asvine P50 piston filler. And this paper is making it look more like a medium than on my His Nibs paper. But that gives you a better color idea of the ink because of the white paper background. And you might have noticed their numbering system. P is piston. V is vac filler. And we're waiting for more letters of the alphabet from Asvine in the future. So a fairly brief review, because I wanted to get this out on Christmas Eve or Christmas for my newsletter. So another real winner from Asvine, and definitely consider picking one of these up. Should have jotted down the cost. It's under $30. It's like all of their pens, very aggressively priced, and the prices will vary slightly, whether it's Amazon with quick delivery here in the States, or if you don't mind waiting a couple of weeks, ordering directly from China is usually less expensive, but takes longer. So anyway, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like, subscribe, bell, and anything else you want to hit within reason. I'm not promoting violence. And happy holidays to all of you. And we'll see you soon.